welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making chili with dry beans. Normally I would do this in a pressure cooker, but I recently burnt the bottom of my pressure cooker, the one pot Instapot pressure cooker that I used literally almost every week of my life. And since then I haven't been able to figure out how to live and how to cook. And I'll insert a picture of that so you can see it. But today I wanted to make chili, and normally I don't use canned beans. I just don't like the flavor of them. They add too much sodium to the recipe. So I normally use dry beans because they're a lot cheaper and you can get more. I think I got this for like 87 cents at Kroger. Talia, can you turn the music off? I'm trying to record. Like, I'm trying to be a YouTube sensation here. Okay? Whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to use dry black beans and dry pinto beans. And the method that I'm going to use is going to be in the oven, using a cast iron skillet, or it's kind of like a Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven. And I'll show you the process as we go. I had some peppers that were about to go bad, so I'm going to go ahead and use them in the chili as well. And I have half an onion. I'm going to dice it up. First I'm going to cut the long way, and then I'm going to cut it the other way so that I'll get dices. And I want them kind of be a little chunky because this is going to be cooking for a really long time. So the actual vegetable, the actual onion will kind of get lost in the beans, but it'll give it a nice flavor. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I have my Dutch oven on medium heat, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil when I get ready to cook the onions, peppers, and garlic in there. So I'm just going to use 4 cloves of garlic. Well, that's fine, but we'll use that too, because they're going bad, so I need to use that. Chef Amber Rail will get your finger and mark it red if you cut like this. So that's what I just thought of. Miss Amber Rail, come mark my finger red, please. First off, this is the Dutch oven that we're going to use. It's pretty deep. I don't know if you can, that's the comparison for you. It's pretty deep and pretty wide. So first I'm going to put some olive oil, and I'm going to saute some onions and garlic in there, and we're going to brown off the burger meat. Alright, so Talia joined us because she couldn't handle being in her little bouncy thing. So we're going to go ahead and put on the onions and peppers into the cast iron skillet. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in the cast iron skillet. Let me get my olive oil. We're going to get the olive oil. Little mommy's assistant right here. Okay. I put like 4 or 5 swirls. And it's spreading out really well. So that means our pan is warm enough. And then I'm going to put the onions, peppers, and garlic. And I'm going to try to stand back because I don't want the baby to get burned. I'm going to turn down the eye to low. Mix it around, let it cook down just a little bit. Okay, so that's what it's looking like so far. We're just going to let it cook down just a little bit, and then we'll add. Alright, so I'm going to add 2 pounds of deer burger to this pan, and let it cook off or brown up a little bit. And I have defrosted for the most part, on beef broth. Try not to get some of the blood in there. Alright, we have the deer burger in the cast iron skillet with the onions and peppers. I'm going to go ahead and add some coarse salt to it. Then I'm going to add some chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne, and paprika. This is the chili powder. Okay, that should be good. You can always use some store-bought chili seasoning if you want to, but I like to flavor my own. The only thing that I'm not cooking or not using, that's cayenne, that I'm not using today is cumin that I normally use, and it just adds a little extra delicious flavor to the chili. Okay, this is onion powder. Don't ask me how much is in it because I don't know. This next is going to be garlic powder. And I forgot to open it. Alright, garlic powder. And some paprika. Okay. Now we're going to brown the hamburger meat. And then add the beans and the tomato. While we're waiting on the meat to finish cooking, we're going to clean our beans before we start. And I think I'm going to use a cup of each. We might alter that. That's a cup of pinto. I think I might add a cup and a half. Yeah, cup and a half of pinto. And we're going to do the same amount of black beans. So a cup and a half of pinto and a cup and a half of black beans. Now I'm going to wash these, get any of the bad ones out of it, and then we're going to add them to our meat and tomato mixture, and then we're going to put it in the oven to cook for 2 hours. I wanted to show you the cleaning process. All I'm doing is adding clean water from the faucet. And I want to make it so that I want to have enough water in here so that any bad beans will float to the top, or I can see them where I can see them. See where it has one black bean, one pinto bean. And I'm just going to filter through them to see if I have any bad beans. The meat is starting to get browned off, so now I'm going to add to the mixture. First, I'm going to add a can of diced. This is a, how many ounces? 28 ounces or 1 pound can of diced tomatoes. So we added 1 pound of diced tomatoes to the mixture, and I'm going to mix that in. Let me turn down my heat. Too low. It was on medium while we were cooking the meat, and now we're good. And then I'm gonna add another, where is it at? Can of crushed tomatoes. This is also a pound can of crushed tomatoes. I'm also going to add 2 chili guajillo. I'm going to add an ancho chili and 2 chile nuevo Mexico to the mixture while it's cooking with the beans. Okay, so I've added the tomatoes to it. I'm going to go ahead and add the beans to it. I'm also going to add half a container of beef broth, low sodium. So this is going to add a little bit of the more of a flavor to it. And this will be some of our liquids, and we'll add just a little bit of water to it as well. Huh? Yeah. I think this is going to be good for our liquids. I'm going to just mix these in. I'm going to add my peppers to it, and then we're going to put it in the oven. Okay. So we're going to add the chilies. That was the guajillo. Now we're gonna add ancho. I'm gonna do 2 ancho also. Ancho, chili, and 2 nuevo Mexico. Two of those. Okay. Now I'm going to cover this skillet. Cover it, and I'm going to put it in the oven for 2 hours at 375. So right now we have the Dutch oven with the chili in the oven at 375, and we're going to leave it for 2 hours to cook, and then we're going to check it and see if we need to cook it longer based on whether the beans are finished or not. In the meantime, Talia, what are we gonna do? We're gonna eat? You gonna eat? Alright. While our food is cooking, she's gonna eat. Alright, well, we've been in here for 2 hours. Ooh, look at this thing. Look at this thing. She's been in there for 2 hours. I'm gonna pull her out and we'll see if we need to go any more with, need to leave any more time on it, or if we can take it out. But I'm gonna need 2 hands. So this is what it looks like when I took it out. It's the water, all the water basically has gone out of it. It's been soaked up by the beans. So, and the beans are still they're cooking, but they're not completely done. So I'm going to put some more water in the soup, in the chili. I'm just using one of the cans, and I filled it up, and I'm just gonna pour it in. But it tastes good so far. Yeah. So it's been in the oven for 1 more hour. Cooking for 1 more hour. I added 2 more canfuls of water, and I added a little bit more seasoning. So now I need to see if these beans are done. And they are not quite done. So I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer to hopefully cook the beans. Yeah. Well, the chili, the way we cooked it today, took a total of 3 hours to cook. But I can say this, I just ate an entire bowl of it and it was freaking delicious. The flavors had enough time to like marry together and made the chili the best chili I've had in a really long time. It doesn't compare to obviously the time it takes to cook it in the pressure pot, the pressure cooker, one pot, whatever you have, but it definitely, the flavor, if you want the flavor, the rich, delicious flavor, chili flavor, definitely do it this way. If you want a fast chili, go ahead and do it with the pressure pot, the pressure cooker. But this was the best chili I've had in a long time.